My name is Gesine Halligan. I'm Director of Sales Enablement at Personio, and Personio is an HR tech company, the one European HR tech company. So we're in the business of SaaS, and my role is to support our sales teams to have everything they need to maximize every prospect and customer interaction. When I think of critical business initiatives that we're using Highspot to support, I would want to highlight new product launches. So, for example, we've just launched the world's first real-time payroll, and we're going to market in Germany with that. And Highspot is critical for us to make sure that our salespeople have the information they need to engage with buyers. And it's a new product; it's a new set of buyers for them to position and understand. So, Highspot is critical to make sure that they put their best foot forward when engaging with customers. When I think about the Highspot implementation and the difference that it has made for Personio so far, is really to help us equip our sales teams with the right information at the right time. I think up until that point in time, information lived in various different places. If it was in a place where it was looked at by marketing and there was version control, great. But oftentimes I think people had things learning from their peers or things they downloaded somewhere and shared them with each other. So Highspot really allows us to connect our sales teams with the information at the right time, knowing it is up to date, and also giving our marketing team the information on what resonates and how people are using the content. The way in which Highspot has helped us drive better sales and marketing alignment is really by making sure that our marketing team can understand what resonates with our customers and prospects when our sellers utilize the various different tools. So we're really excited about the digital sales rooms, for example, where we can really customize that experience for our customers and prospects to go to that one page where they see all the information and the relevant content, and then giving that feedback to our marketing teams through the analytics so they can understand what is really valuable for customers, what is resonating, and also getting feedback on the assets internally to be able to say, that's worked really well, that hasn't, and here's where we need to make more progress. From my perspective, good sales enablement looks as follows. You align with your business and the senior stakeholders on what it is you want to accomplish. What business impact are we trying to drive, and how do we move the needle? Then we need to take that back, look at where we're picking the sellers up from, and make sure that we equip them, that we train them, and that we coach them on it to get them ready to do the job. Because oftentimes we put an asset in front of people, or we would run one session. We would never assess, have people develop the competency that we need them to develop? Do we see them being successful? And then is that actually translated into the real world? So when they go back to their day-to-day job, are they actually utilizing the content? Are they applying the training? Are their managers coaching to it, for example? So, and I do think really if you ask a number of different stakeholders in the organization what good sales enablement looks like, people will give you different answers. And I think that's also what makes it really complex, because you get a lot of demands. So I would often describe my job as connecting the dots, because there's so many different initiatives, and maybe a product manager is driven by, this is my product and I need the sellers to do better at selling it. You need to look at the overall strategy, and you need to understand that you can only land so many things at the same time. After that, it becomes overwhelming. I can tell you that since we have put a lot more focus on our adoption and usage of the different tools. So for example, the digital sales rooms, we ran an initiative on that where we enabled people, refreshed their knowledge, and had some success stories on people using it. We have seen an increase in that adoption. What I do not yet have is the ability, or I have not looked at it yet, to tie it to actual revenue and see, do we convert better, faster? Do we sell more? How do people engage with those digital sales rooms? So that's a little bit early days for me to dive into that data. What I find sometimes is that executives can look at enablement and think it's just a quick event, or we need to get this in front of people, or we need to update them, or sometimes I think if we had a chip in our arm that we could program, and you do one thing and you're off and you go and you're ready to sell and position. I think that sales enablement to me is change management. So you're really helping people change behavior, and change happens at the individual level, and change doesn't happen through a 30-minute session that you go to. Change happens through different checkpoints during a period of time where you are reminded of what it is you expected to do, where we're translating things into actions that a seller can take that then tie to that strategy and help us achieve those business outcomes. And I think that you cannot have a coach sit with a salesperson all day long, every day long, to help them and remind them. What you can do is choose your moments and time to spend lifetime with people, educating them on things. You can choose how you reinforce and surface the right content to them. You can choose how you assess by maybe giving them a simulation, a training. They have to record themselves, upload a video, get feedback on that. And that is how people grow. And that is how you know, is the change I'm trying to drive actually taking place, and is it working?